Islamabad is the capital city of Pakistan located within the federal Islamabad Capital Territory. With a population of 2 million, it is the 10th largest city of Pakistan, while the larger Islamabad Rawalpindi metropolitan area is the third largest in Pakistan with a population exceeding 5 million. The city is the political seat of Pakistan and is administered by the Islamabad Metropolitan Corporation, supported by the Capital Development Authority, CDA. Islamabad is located in the Pothahar Plateau in the northeastern part of the country, between Rawalpindi district and the Margalla Hills National Park to the north. The region has historically been a part of the crossroads of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, with the Margalla Pass acting as the gateway between the two regions. Islamabad was built during the 1960s to replace Karachi as Pakistan's capital. The city's master plan divides the city into 8 zones, including administrative, diplomatic enclave, residential areas, educational sectors, industrial sectors, commercial areas, and rural and green areas. The city is known for the presence of several parks and forests, including the Margalla Hills National Park and Shaker Parian Park. The city is home several landmarks, including the Faisal Mosque, the largest mosque in South Asia and the 4th largest in the world. Other landmarks include the Pakistan's National Monument and Democracy Square. Islamabad is a Gamma and World City. It is categorized as very high on the Human Development Index, the highest in the country. The city has the highest cost of living in Pakistan, and its population is dominated by middle and upper middle class citizens. The city is home to 16 universities, including the Quaid-e-Azam University and NUST. The city is one of the safest in Pakistan, and has an expansive surveillance system with 1,900 CCTV cameras. When Pakistan gained independence in 1947, the southern port city of Karachi was its first national capital. In the 1960s, Islamabad was constructed as a forward capital for several reasons. Traditionally, development in Pakistan was focused on the colonial center of Karachi, and President Ayub Khan wanted it equally distributed. Moreover, Karachi, having tropical weather conditions, was located at one end of the country, making it vulnerable to attacks from the Arabian Sea. Pakistan needed a capital that was easily accessible from all parts of the country. Karachi, a business center, was also considered unsuitable partly because of intervention of business interests in government affairs. The newly selected location of Islamabad was closer to the army headquarters in Rawalpindi and the disputed territory of Kashmir in the north. In 1958, a commission was constituted to select a suitable site for the national capital with particular emphasis on location, climate, logistics, and defense requirements along with other attributes. After extensive study, research, and a thorough review of potential sites, the Commission recommended the area northeast of Rawalpindi in 1959. A Greek firm of architects, Konstantinos Apostolos Doxiadis, designed the master plan of the city based on a grid plan which was triangular in shape with its apex towards the Margalla Hills. The capital was not moved directly from Karachi to Islamabad. It was first shifted temporarily to Rawalpindi in the early 60s and then to Islamabad when the essential development work was completed in 1966. Islamabad has attracted people from all over Pakistan, making it one of the most cosmopolitan and urbanized cities of Pakistan. As the capital city, it has hosted a number of important meetings, such as the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation Summit year 2014 has brought in major changes in Islamabad. Construction of the Rawalpindi-Islamabad Metrobus began on February 28, 2014, which was completed in March 2015, with 60 buses plying on the route. The Rawalpindi Development Authority look after the project with a cost of approximately Rs 24 billion, which was shared by both the federal government and the provincial government of Punjab. In October 2005, the city suffered some damage due to the 2005 Kashmir earthquake, which had a magnitude of 7.6. Islamabad has experienced a series of terrorist incidents, including the July 2007 siege of Lal Masjid, Red Mosque, the June 2008 Danish embassy bombing, and the September 2008 Marriott bombing. In 2011, 4 terrorism incidents occurred in the city, killing 4 people, including the murder of the then Punjab Governor Salman Taseer. Tragic air crashes also took place here. On July 28, 2010, Airblow Flight 202 crashed in the Margalla Hills, killing all 152 flight crew and passengers on board, and Bhoja Air Flight 213 carrying 121 passengers crashed while making the final approach for landing, killing all on board on April 20, 2012. Islamabad is located at 33.43 degrees north, 73.04 degrees east at the northern edge of the Pothahar Plateau and at the foot of the Margalla Hills in Islamabad Capital Territory. Its elevation is 540 meters, 1,770 feet. The modern capital and the ancient Ghakur city of Rawalpindi stand side by side and are commonly referred to as the Twin Cities, where no exact boundary exists between the two cities. To the northeast of the city lies the hill station of Murree, and to the north lies the Haripur district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Kawita lies on the southeast, Taxila, Wakant, and Adak district to the northwest, Gujar Khan, Rawat, and Mandra on the southeast, and the metropolis of Rawalpindi to the south and southwest. Islamabad is located 120 kilometers, 75 miles, SSW of Muzaffarabad, 185 kilometers, 115 miles, east of Peshawar, 295 kilometers, 183 miles, north-northwest of Lahore, and 300 kilometers, 190 miles, WSW of Srinagar, the capital of the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. The city of Islamabad expanses an area of 906 square kilometers, 350 square miles. A further 2,717 square kilometers, 1,049 square miles, area is known as the specified area, with the Margalla Hills in the north and northeast. The southern portion of the city is an undulating plain. It is drained by the Karang River, on which the Rawal Dam is located. The climate of Islamabad has a humid subtropical climate, Köppen, CWA, with 5 seasons: winter, November, February, spring, March and April, summer, May and June, rainy monsoon, July and August, and autumn, September and October. The hottest month is June, where average highs routinely exceed 38 degrees Celsius, 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit. The wettest month is July, with heavy rainfalls and evening thunderstorms with the possibility of cloudburst and flooding. The coolest month is January. Islamabad's microclimate is regulated by 3 artificial reservoirs, Rawal, Simli, and Kanpur Dam. The latter is located on the Haro River near the town of Kanpur, about 40 kilometers, 25 miles, from Islamabad. Simli Dam is 30 kilometers, 19 miles, north of Islamabad. 220 acres, 89 ha, of the city consists of Margalla Hills National Park. Loiber Forest is situated along the Islamabad Highway, covering an area of 1,087 acres, 440 ha. 46. The highest monthly rainfall of 743.3 mm, 29.26 in, was recorded during July 1995. Winters generally feature dense fog in the mornings and sunny afternoons. In the city, temperatures stay mild, with snowfall over the higher elevations points on nearby hill stations, notably Murree and Nathia Gali. The temperatures range from 13 degrees Celsius, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, in January to 38 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, in June. The highest recorded temperature was 46.6 degrees Celsius, 115.9 degrees Fahrenheit, on June 23, 2005, while the lowest temperature was 6 degrees C, 21.2 degrees Fahrenheit, on January 17, 1967. The city has recorded snowfall. On July 23, 2001, Islamabad received a record-breaking 620 mm, 24 in, of rainfall in just 10 hours. It was the heaviest rainfall in Islamabad in the past 100 years and the highest rainfall in 24 hours as well. The main administrative authority of the city is the Islamabad Metropolitan Corporation, IMC, with some help from Capital Development Authority, CDA, which oversees the planning, development, construction, and administration of the city. Islamabad Capital Territory is divided into 8 zones: Administrative Zone, Commercial District, Educational Sector, Industrial Sector, Diplomatic Enclave, Residential Areas, Rural Areas, and Green Area. Islamabad City is divided into 5 major zones: Zone I, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, and Zone V. Out of these, Zone 4 is the largest in area. Zone I consists mainly of all the developed residential sectors, while Zone 2 consists of the underdeveloped residential sectors. Each residential sector is identified by a letter of the alphabet and a number, and covers an area of approximately 2 kilometers times 2 kilometers, 114 mi times 114 mi. The sectors are lettered from A to I, and each sector is divided into 4 numbered subsectors. Series A, B, and C are still underdeveloped. The D series has 7 sectors, D11 to D17, of which only sector D12 is completely developed. This series is located at the foot of Margalla Hills. The E sectors are named from E7 to E17. Many foreigners and diplomatic personnel are housed in these sectors. In the revised master plan of the city, CDA has decided to develop a park on the pattern of Fatima Jinnah Park in sector E14. Sectors E8 and E9 contain the campuses of Baraya University, Air University, and the National Defense University. The F and G series contains the most developed sectors. F series contains sectors F5 to F17, some sectors are still underdeveloped. F5 is an important sector for the software industry in Islamabad, as the 2 software technology parks are located here. The entire F9 sector is covered with Fatima Jinnah Park. The Centaurus complex is a major landmark of the F8 sector. G sectors are numbered G5 through G17. Some important places include the Jinnah Convention Center and Serena Hotel in G5, the Red Mosque in G6, and the Pakistan Institute of Medical Sciences, the largest medical complex in the capital, located in G8. The H sectors are numbered H8 through H17. The H sectors are mostly dedicated to educational and health institutions. National University of Sciences and Technology covers a major portion of sector H12. The I sectors are numbered from I8 to I18. With the exception of I8, which is a well-developed residential area, these sectors are primarily part of the industrial zone. Currently 2 subsectors of I9 and 1 subsector of I10 are used as industrial areas. CDA is planning to set up Islamabad railway station in sector I18 and industrial city in sector I17. Zone 3 consists primarily of the Margalla Hills and Margalla Hills National Park. Ravo Lake is in this zone. Zone 4 and V consist of Islamabad Park, and rural areas of the city. The Soan River flows into the city through Zone V. When the master plan for Islamabad was drawn up in 1960, Islamabad and Rawalpindi, along with the adjoining areas, was to be integrated to form a large metropolitan area called Islamabad/Rawalpindi Metropolitan Area. The area would consist of the developing Islamabad, the old colonial cantonment city of Rawalpindi, and Margalla Hills National Park, including surrounding rural areas. However, Islamabad city is part of the Islamabad Capital Territory, while Rawalpindi is part of Rawalpindi District, which is part of province of Punjab. Initially, it was proposed that the 3 areas would be connected by 4 major highways: Murree Highway, Islamabad Highway, Soan Highway, and Capital Highway. However, to date only 2 highways have been constructed: Kashmir Highway, the former Murree Highway, and Islamabad Highway. Plans of constructing Margalla Avenue are also underway. Islamabad is the hub of all the governmental activities, while Rawalpindi is the center of all industrial, commercial, and military activities. The 2 cities are considered sister cities and are highly interdependent. Islamabad's architecture is a combination of modernity and old Islamic and regional traditions. The Saudi Pak Tower is an example of the integration of modern architecture with traditional styles. The beige-colored edifice is trimmed with blue tile works in Islamic tradition, and is one of Islamabad's tallest buildings. Other examples of intertwined Islamic and modern architecture include Pakistan Monument and Faisal Mosque. Other notable structures are Secretariat Complex designed by Joe Ponti, Prime Minister's Secretariat based on Mughal architecture, and the National Assembly by Edward Durrell-Stone. The murals on the inside of the large petals of Pakistan Monument are based on Islamic architecture. The Shah Faisal Mosque is a fusion of contemporary architecture with a more traditional large triangular prayer hall and 4 minarets, designed by Vedat Alikay, a Turkish architect, and built with the help of funding provided by King Faisal of Saudi Arabia. The architecture of Faisal Mosque is unusual as it lacks a dome structure. It is a combination of Arabic, Turkish, and Mughal architectural traditions. The Centaurus is an example of modern architecture under construction in Islamabad. The 7-star hotel was designed by W.S. Atkins plc. The newly built Islamabad Stock Exchange Towers is another example of modern architecture in the city. Islamabad had an estimated population of around 1.67 million in 2011, which according to the estimate of Population Census Organization will rise to around 2 million in 2020. Urdu, the national language of the country, is predominantly spoken within the city as well as English. Citation needed. The mother tongue of the majority of the population is Punjabi, at 68%, and the major dialect is Potahari. 15% of the population are Pashto speakers, 18% speak other languages. The total migrant population of the city is 1 million, with the majority, 691,977, coming from Punjab. Around 210,614 of the migrated population came from Sindh and rest from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Azad Kashmir. Smaller populations emigrated from federally administered tribal areas, Balochistan and Gilgit, Baltistan. The majority of the population lies in the age group of 15-64 years, around 59.38%. Only 2.73% of the population is above 65 years of age, 37.90% is below the age of 15. Islamabad has the highest literacy rate in Pakistan, at 88%. 9.8% of the population has done intermediate education, equivalent to grades 11 and 12. 10.26% have a bachelor or equivalent degree, while 5.2% have a master or equivalent degree. The labor force of Islamabad is 185,213 and the unemployment rate is 15.70%. Islam is the largest religion in the city, with 95.53% of the population Muslim. In rural areas this percentage is 98.80%. Per 1998 census, in urban areas the percentage of Muslims is 97.83%. The second largest religion is Christianity, with 4.07% of the population, 0.94% in rural areas and 5.70% in the city. Hinduism accounts for 0.02% of the population. Islamabad is a net contributor to the Pakistani economy, as whilst having only 0.8% of the country's population, it contributes 1% to the country's GDP. Islamabad Stock Exchange, founded in 1989, is Pakistan's third largest stock exchange after Karachi Stock Exchange and Lahore Stock Exchange, and was merged to form Pakistan Stock Exchange. The exchange had 118 members with 104 corporate bodies and 18 individual members. The average daily turnover of the stock exchange is over 1 million shares. As of 2012, Islamabad LTU, large tax unit, was responsible for Rs 371 billion in tax revenue, which amounts to 20% of all the revenue collected by Federal Board of Revenue. Islamabad has seen an expansion in information and communications technology with the addition to software technology parks, which house numerous national and foreign technological and information technology companies. The tech parks are located in Evacuee Trust Complex and Awami Markaz. Awami Markaz houses 36 IT companies while Evacuee Trust house 29 companies. Islamabad is home to many migrants from other regions of Pakistan and has a cultural and religious diversity of considerable antiquity. Due to its location on the Pothahar Plateau, remnants of ancient cultures and civilizations such as Aryan, Soanian, and Indus Valley civilization can still be found in the region. A 15th century Ghakur fort, Farwala Fort, which was built on the remains of a 10th century Hindu fort, is located near Islamabad. Rawat Fort in the region was built by the Ghakurs in 16th century and contains the grave of the Ghakur chief, Sultan Sarung Khan. Sadpur village is supposedly named after Said Khan, the son of Sultan Sarung Khan. The 500-year-old village was converted into a place of Hindu worship by a Mughal commander, Raja Man Singh. He constructed a number of small ponds, Ramakunda, Siddhakunda, Laxhaman Kunda, and Hanuman Kunda. The region is home to many Hindu temples that are preserved, showing the history of Hindu civilization and architecture in the region. The shrine of Sufi mystic Pir Meher Ali Shah is located at Galra Sharif, which has a rich cultural heritage of the pre-Islamic period. Archaeological remains of the Buddhist era can also still be found in the region. The shrine of Bari Imam was built by Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Thousands of devotees from across Pakistan attend the annual Urs of Bari Imam. The event is one of the largest religious gatherings in Islamabad. In 2004, the Urs was attended by more than 1.2 million people. The Lok Virsa Museum in Islamabad preserves a wide variety of expressions of folk and traditional cultural legacy of Pakistan. It is located near the Shaker Parian Hills and boasts a large display of embroidered costumes, jewelry, musical instruments, woodwork, utensils, and folkloristic objects from the region and other parts of Pakistan. Islamabad boasts the highest literacy rate in Pakistan at 88%, and has some of the most advanced educational institutes in the country. A large number of public and private sector educational institutes are present here. The higher education institutes in the capital are either federally chartered or administered by private organizations, and almost all of them are recognized by the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan. High schools and colleges are either affiliated with the Federal Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education or with the UK Universities Education Boards, O/A levels, or IGS. According to Academy of Educational Planning and Management's report, in 2009 there were a total of 913 recognized institutions in Islamabad, 31 pre-primary, 2 religious, 367 primary, 162 middle, 250 high, 75 higher secondary and intermediate colleges, and 26 degree colleges. There are 7 teacher training institutes in Islamabad with a total enrollment of 604,633 students and 499 faculty. The gender parity index in Islamabad is 0.93 compared to the 0.95 national average. There are 178 boys-only institutes, 175 girls-only, and 551 mixed institutes in Islamabad. Total enrollment of students in all categories is 267,992, 138,272 for boys and 129,720 for girls. There are 16 recognized universities in Islamabad with a total enrollment of 372,974 students and 30,144 teachers. Most of the top-ranked universities, National University of Sciences and Technology, ComSat's Institute of Information Technology and Pakistan Institute of Engineering and Applied Sciences, also have their headquarters in the capital. The world's second-largest general university by enrollment, Allama Iqbal Open University, is located in Islamabad for distance education. Other universities include Air University, Baraya University, Center for Advanced Studies in Engineering, Federal Urdu University of Arts, Science, and Technology, Hamdard University, National University of Computer and Emerging Sciences, Capital University of Science and Technology, National Defense University, Shifa Tamer-e Millet University, National University of Modern Languages, Iqra University, International Islamic University, Virtual University of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah University. The University of Lahore, a Basin University, and the Millennium University College. Islamabad has the lowest rate of infant mortality in the country at 38 deaths per thousand compared to the national average of 78 deaths per thousand. Islamabad has both public and private medical centers. The largest hospital in Islamabad is Pakistan Institute of Medical Sciences, PIMS, Hospital. It was established in 1985 as a teaching and doctor training institute. PIMS functions as a national reference center and provides specialized diagnostic and curative services. The hospital has 30 major medical departments. PIMS is divided into 5 administrative branches. Islamabad Hospital is the major component with a 592-bed facility and 22 medical and surgical specialties. The Children's Hospital is a 230-bed hospital completed in 1985. It contains 6 major facilities: surgical and allied specialties, medical and allied specialties, diagnostic facilities, operation theater, critical care, NICU, PICU, isolation and accident emergency, and a blood bank. The Maternal and Child Health Care Center is a training institute with an attached hospital of 125 beds offering different clinical and operational services. PIMS consists of 5 academic institutes: Quaid-e-Azam Postgraduate Medical College, College of Nursing, College of Medical Technology, School of Nursing, and Mother and Child Health Center. PAEC General Hospital and Teaching Institute, established in 2006, is affiliated with the Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission. The hospital consists of a 100-bed facility and 10 major departments: obstetrics and gynecology, pediatric, general medicine, general surgery, intensive care unit/coronary care unit, orthopedics, ophthalmology, pathology, radiology, and dental department. Shifa International Hospital is a teaching hospital in Islamabad that was founded in 1987 and became a public company in 1989. The hospital has 70 qualified consultants in almost all specialties, 150 IPD beds and OPD facilities in 35 different specializations. According to the Federal Bureau of Statistics of the Government of Pakistan, in 2008 there were 12 hospitals, 76 dispensaries, and 5 maternity and child welfare centers in the city with a total of 5,158 beds. Islamabad has a multi-purpose sports complex opposite Abpura. The complex includes Liaquat Gymnasium for indoor games, Mushaf Squash Complex and Jinnah Stadium for outdoor games, which is a venue for regular national and international events. 2004 SAF games were held in the stadium. There is another multipurpose sports complex in the F6 Markaz. Offered facilities include tennis courts, a basketball court with fiberglass boards and a futsal ground which introduced artificial turf to the people of Islamabad. Major sports in the city include cricket, football, squash, hockey, table tennis, rugby and boxing. The city is home to Islamabad United, which won the first ever Pakistan Super League in 2016. Islamabad also has various rock climbing spots in the Margalla Hills. Swimming pools of Pakistan Sports Complex are good. There are 3 pools for children. These facilities attract a large gathering on weekends. Few swimmers, however, demand more hygienic conditions in showers and restrooms.